Welcome to Kranj, a stunning village in the heart of Slovenia and our final stop on the IFSC World Cup Lead Tour. Surrounded by stunning historical buildings with a landscape stretching beyond the arena, it's a wonderful place to go climbing. Before we begin this Kranj venue tour, I wanted to read out the Urban Dictionary definition for old school. Anything that is from an earlier era and looked upon with high regard or respect. Now, there's a reason that this venue is so appropriate for that term. Come with me and I'll show you what I mean. It's the wall itself that makes this venue so special and old school. It's a featured wall, and that means it's got seams, cracks, bobbles and pockets built into the wood itself. Basically, it's got character to it. The climbers can use these features for feet or sometimes hands, and the route setters, well, they have more options to play with. It's not the kind of wall that you're going to see in a big, shiny new gym, but frankly, I don't care. Bring back the old school. I love a featured wall like that one. So climbing wall behind me and the spectators over to the left. Now there will be people watching tomorrow, which is great, but for now the athletes, well, they're all in, watching their friends, cheering everyone on and creating this amazing atmosphere. Right now we're in the depths of the stadium and these walls have history. Can you imagine how many climbers have walked around here from the isolation area to get to the climbing wall? And in fact the ISO area itself, well, that's also old school. Follow me. Look, isolation area in a corridor. How cool is that? I mean, it just fits perfectly with the whole feeling of this stadium. Absolutely love it. Now we're going to crack on with more climbing, but before that, let's go back to Briançon where I tried out some paraclimbing. Good morning. It is the morning after the Paraclimbing World Cup and I've got two team members here from the Romanian team, Claudio, team manager and site guide, and Rezavan, who competed last night. Guys, first of all, congratulations on last night. Fantastic effort.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This morning, you're going to be teaching me how to blind paraclimb.
Right.
I'm very excited by this. So, okay, let's start at the beginning. Your role is, one of your roles is a
Right.
site guide for the team.
Yes.
So you're instructing the athletes as they attempt to climb.
Sure.
Okay, well, take me through the basics. So I'm facing the wall.
Yes.
Give me some instructions that I'm going to be following. So I know there's a clock system, isn't there?
Yes.
So 12 is in front of me.
Yes.
And then 1 o'clock?
1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
Yep. And then
Okay.
the other way?
And it's 11, 10, 9.
Okay.
9 it's on your shoulder. And can be 12 long.
Right, okay, so 12
far.
there
12
and then
close,
12 long.
12
okay.
far.
Okay. Well, look, the whole point of this is just to show you guys at home how difficult paraclimbing is. You're about to watch me get completely destroyed, but let's get a blindfold on.
Yeah,
Let's get
the-
our radio mics in our
Oculari.
ears and let's give this a go.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay. And this is for your right ear.
Okay.
Um,
I tell you what,
Blind.
I tell you what, immediately I feel so vulnerable. I've completely lost all
So
sense of
ca-
direction, orientation.
can you do the knot? Can you tie in?
Can I tie in blind? Absolutely not. So I'm trying to put myself into the mindset of you guys. You're in a final in Briançon. You're coming out, there's so much pressure. You've qualified. The whole stadium is silent. The pressure is on. I'm actually getting a little bit nervous.
Because I also have to be prepared. I also need to do a warm-up with you and to feel every movement. It helps me a lot.
Okay.
And to be with you 100% and to understand you. Yeah?
Thank you.
Okay. So we are going to the wall now. You have 2 holes, left, right. And I will also show you for feet. This one you memorize all of them.
Wow, okay.
Yes.
So there's 3 feet at the beginning. Okay, 1,
Yeah.
2, 3. Okay.
It's important the clock
Okay.
for now. Yeah.
I can't even find there's the beginning hold. Okay.
Okay, then you start with your left hand 11 o'clock, left hand. After you put it you start putting all your feet on the hole.
Okay, so foot there, hand hold. Okay.
Yes.
Shall I go?
Yes.
Wish me luck, everyone.
11 o'clock is side pole. Then 10 with your left hand, more to the left, yes. Okay, so Gaston.
Hope
then,
my feet are there.
Left foot higher, yes. And then right hand 12 o'clock, yes, match it. Okay, right feet higher, you have more higher, down. Yes, that's one.
Oh, it's a small one.
Okay,
Okay,
2 o'clock, right. Yes, lower, side pole, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, change your feet. Match, yeah. 11 o'clock. Inside,
the left
more
foot?
higher left.
To the
knee, inside, lower. 1 o'clock, very far. More, higher. That's it. Okay, from here, match feet and go 2 o'clock under cling. More to the right. Yeah, that's it, under cling.
Oh my goodness.
Match feet.
Oh my goodness, this is so difficult.
Right foot higher, knee outside.
I'm so pleased.
That's it. Yeah. Put your left on your knee, left. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Go higher and 12 o'clock with your left very high.
So what about my right foot? Okay, I've got no idea where I'm going from here.
No, it's 12. You need your foot higher. Go a little bit down and put your right, on the volume you have screw on.
Okay.
Yeah, and put also your left there.
Okay, I'm seriously pumped now. I'm just gonna have to shake out.
11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. 12, yeah, match it.
Ah! Oh my goodness.
You did very well. It's a little bit of delay because, of course, the language.
I can barely make a fist. I'm just trying to fist bump like this. I tell you what, like I knew trying this that I'd be so far out of my comfort zone, but it's such a different world, and trying to get into that space, and you feel so vulnerable because you know there's something there that you're not quite hitting. It's kind of frustrating, and I can't believe the endurance that you must have, Rezvan. It's amazing. I commentate on these guys, but I've just had a new appreciation for it. Cheers, dudes. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys soon. It was an amazing experience learning and working with the paraclimbers. Now we're back in Kranj and it's time for the qualification round of the Slovenian Lead World Cup. Qualifying is always an intense moment. Hundreds of athletes have registered and they're looking to get through to the semi-finals round. Just 26 will make it there. They have two routes, both making their way through the overhanging wall and ending high up in the rafters of the stadium.
Kranj is a venue that I really like. I mean, I have really good memories from here. I have won here my first single World Cup, and I mean, I'll never forget that for sure. And I like the shapes of the wall and the features, so I'm excited to come back, and I truly hope that also the following years Kranj is still going to exist. I was disappointed because I knew in both of the routes I could have climbed further. I mean, in one route I fell 3 moves before the top, and in another one I fell basically at the last movement, but in both I still felt having plenty of steam left, and I knew I could have gone further, and I feel definitely more in shape than in the first 4 World Cups. So, but anyway, I'm through, and that's the important, and I'm looking forward for tomorrow.
Always a contender, Switzerland's Sascha Lehmann just squeaked into the semi-finals, atop helping him along. Team USA's Sean Bailey has had a great season so far, and he's progressing forward with a dynamic, exciting climb.
Kranj is one of the oldest venue, also for me. I came here for the first time in 2007, and then I think I came more than 20 times, because some years I came twice for the youth competition and the World Cup, so it's like almost like home. The wall is very old, and so a very old style with some feature on that are always the same. So we kind of expect some futsal that are always the same year after year. So we can expect something different from the root setting, because they have to invent something, and it's not easy to set in this wall. But the root setter are doing a good job every year to change something at the top that is easier to set. For me, the qualifiers went quite good. I did one top and I touched the second one, so I think it was almost perfect, but enough to go to the semi-final.
For the women, keep an eye out for the USA's Natalia Grossman. Always on form, she continued to impress with a semi-finals place.
I felt really strong in the last trainings, and the qualification today went really good. I could climb to the top in both routes. The route setter always do a great job, and the routes are usually really good to climb and to watch.
Mia Krampel and Team Slovenia were in front of their home crowds, giving it everything. But all the women were having to dig deep and climb high. Kylie Cullen, also making the trip over from the USA, has been on form in the Junior World Championships, and she'll be someone to watch for the future.
I started competing here when I was a little kid, when I was 8 probably. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not easy to compete here, but nevertheless it's a comp with tradition and a bit different wall, different routes. Today there are just athletes here, probably also tomorrow, like less spectators, but still I think we are such a good community that we will always cheer for each other, so I think it will still be a great comp. If it wasn't Kranj, if it was any other competition, I probably wouldn't compete anymore, but just because it's Kranj, I came back. But yeah, after Tokyo, motivation was pretty low. Like I didn't climb for quite some time, and I was happy that like on the last 2 trainings before Kranj, motivation was starting to come back, and I was actually like very excited and motivated to compete again.
What a qualification round. A few tops and some hard routes for the athletes to fight against. Now, it's almost time for the semi-finals. I'm in the commentary box getting ready, so let's check out the action. It was tough once again in the semi-finals. Representing the CFR, Dinara Fakhritanova is on a comeback season, and once again she made it to the finals in Kranj, keeping her season rolling. Italy's Laura Rogora was in no mood to mess around. She made it through to finals in 4th position, reaching the last headwall section before falling. Another home athlete, Vita Lukan, gave it everything through the roof and had done enough to progress through in 6th place. Natalia Grossman was still smiling and still sending. She wasn't near the chains, but as expected, she made it through and in 3rd place. Janja Gambret from Slovenia has just won Olympic gold, and she wasn't finished with her season yet. A great climb in the semis got her through to 1st place. Does this woman ever stop competing? For the men, Italy's Stefano Ghisolfi loves this competition, but he couldn't find the answer in the semi-finals, having to settle for 12 and out of the top 8. Ukraine's Fedir Samolav had a great semis, through the traverse section and into the finals, while Domin Skopec from Slovenia and, we heard from him earlier, Sebastian Helenke also made it through. Slovenia's Luka Pogačar was in incredible form. He's been regularly making finals this year and he did it again in Kranj, almost getting to the top and easily into the finals. So we've just had the semi-finals and we're about to go into the isolation zone for the finals. And I'm here with Milan, who, this is a tricky time for all the athletes because you've done the semi-finals, you need to get yourself hyped and ready for the finals. What do you do in those hours where you're waiting?
No, I was at home just chilling, had lunch, watched a replay of semi-finals, checked if I climbed good or not, so that's all.
Is it difficult not to let the pressure get to you? Does it start in your head where you're thinking about what you have to do and how you have to perform?
Oh, as it was my first finals, that's no pressure for me. It's just enjoying the way and put on the last fight tonight. Yeah.
How was the semi-finals as well? Because as you said, this is your first finals. It obviously went well, but it was a tricky route out there today.
Yeah, at the observation, everybody was like pretty confused about the middle part of the route because it was kind of tricky. And if you choose the right method, I think it wasn't that hard. And I think that my method was pretty good, so I managed to cruise through this part pretty okay and save some power for the last part, and it was enough.
So you're about to leave us, go inside the isolation zone. What do you do in there? How do you warm up? How do you get prepared for that moment where you walk out and start to compete?
Now that semifinals were in the morning, I'm probably, now as the girls are first, I'm gonna chill for an hour or so, and then I'm just cruise around the spray wall and we'll see about it.
Awesome. Well, look, mate, best of luck for the finals. I hope it goes well. I'll be in the commentary box watching, of course, and I'm sure everyone in Slovenia will be cheering you on.
Thank you.
Kranj in Slovenia hosts a wall that has seen decades of competition. For the women, Lučka Rakovic made her way through the physical traverse before a shouldery move out left shut her down for 6th. Her teammate Vita Luken has a different style and looks strong throughout before finally falling on slopers to take a 5th place. Laura Rogera wanted a podium place in Kranj and she came so close. She fought with everything she had until she lost her feet, couldn't find the holds again and came down for 4th. Natalia Grossman added to her impressive medal haul this year with a bronze. She climbed through the traverse section and just missed a slap around the corner. A bronze medal for Natalia. Seon-soo climbed early in the finals and held the high point for a long time. It was an impressive climb and set the standard early on. Only one woman could beat her, and Seon-soo, well, she got the silver. Janja Garnbret has won everything, and she didn't let up in Kranj. There simply aren't the words to describe her excellence. She didn't top, but who cares? A gold medal and the overall lead gold for the season.
It means a lot to me because my last win here was in 2017, and since then I was in the finals 2 years ago. So I always had a love-hate relationship with Kranj, but now this time I really enjoyed it. Of course I was feeling pressure because it's the home crowd. I wanted to win, I wanted to show my best, but I could relax and just climb the route because it was so nice. Even though I did the wrong sequence a little bit, I enjoyed it so much, and yeah.
For the men, there was a tricky start that fooled a lot of the climbers. We saw early falls, sending some flying back to the ground. Sebastian Helenke is back with a bang, and what a bronze medal for him. He fell on the stopper move that 3 other climbers also fell on, but due to countback he was awarded the medal and deserved it. Luka Potočar once again got to that stopper move before falling. It was a wonderful performance in front of his home crowd, and he's early on in his career, already making finals, and this was his first podium place. Masahiro Higuchi was last on the lead podium in Kranj in 2018, and he went 2 better this year. He climbed through that hard sequence and got to the final head wall, battling the pump before falling. A stunning performance for him for that gold medal.
It looked really like a hard route, and especially after the hard semi-final, I was a bit nervous about it, but I trusted myself and just go for it with all I could do, and I'm incredibly really happy for this.
Well, what an end to an exciting finals here in Slovenia. Behind me, well, people will be partying through the night because their hero, Janja Garnbret, walked away with another gold medal. What a fantastic season she's having, and rewarded with it, with the first place in the combined overall lead victory as well. And for the men, well, Masahiro Higuchi for Team Japan walked away with victory, and you could see how much that meant to that man. We'll be back very soon for the World Championships in Moscow, Russia. I'll be there, and hopefully you will be as well, for all of the climbing competition action.